797 points of rebels today is going to be led by Luke Skywalker. He's been upgraded with Force Push and Emergency Stims. And there's his sister Leia Organa. She's been upgraded with Esteemed Leader. I have 5 core units, starting with 4 regular Rebel Troopers with the Z6 upgrade, and then I have a unit of fleets. They have a number of upgrades to include Recon, Intel, a Scatter Gun, and that Rebel Officer right there in the center. Then rounding off my list, we have 2 units of Commandos. They have been upgraded with the DH-447 sniper rifles, and each one of them also has the Hunter upgrade. So at 797 points, 3-point bid will net me blue player. So next we're going to check out Michael's list. Michael is back on the channel with 800 points of Imperials. Michael, what'd you bring for us today?
So today I'm bringing a Krennic Veers list. Veers has improvised orders. Krennic has Esteemed Leader because of his wide save that he only has. Then I brought 3 regular units of Stormtroopers with the DLT-19, no other upgrades. I brought 1 unit of Snowtroopers with Flame Trooper, Recon Intel and Fragmentation Grenades. Then I brought 2 units of the new Death Troopers. They do have the DLT-19D. They have Overwatch, they have Recon Intel, and they do have the E11D configuration card. And last I brought 2 sniper teams with the sniper rifle.
Okay, I'm just going to say the Death Troopers look good, but these Snow Troopers look great, man. So pleasure to have them on the channel. Finally getting to see them painted up by you instead of me, and I love them. All right, so with that, we're going to go and draw some cards and see what we come up with. All right, so we've dealt the cards out as blue player. What we have is Major Offensive, Long March, and Disarray. Sabotage, Moisture Evaporators, Recover the Supplies, Key Positions, and then Hostile Environment, Limited Visibility, and Rapid Reinforcements. Now, knowing what kind of suppression shenanigans your list can pull, Michael, I'm going to get rid of Hostile Environment first.
Okay, and my list is more suited for long range, so I will get out Limited Visibility.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to pass with my second veto because I like kind of where we're at, and I see some things where I would not like it if it went to it, so I'm going to pass.
Yeah, okay, because you are blue player and I'm red, I will take the advantage away from you by taking this one out.
Okay, so that's going to leave us with Major Offensive, Recover the Supplies, and Rapid Reinforcements. So we'll be back with our deployment next. We are back here on the Forest Planet, so we're going to go over terrain first. That river is difficult terrain. It does not provide any cover, but will slow down your movement by 1, unless you have environmental gear. Then we got a lot of vegetation to include trees and those plants, and then in addition to that, we got these hills. That all provides cover 1 for people hiding behind it, as do those sandbags there, and these sandbags here. Essentially everything else left on the table will be cover 2, so that includes the bunker, the bridge there, the radar station, and the bunker over there. So I think that covers it for that. As far as recover the supplies, we have 1 supply in the middle. I've placed 1 here towards my center and then 1 on my far right, while Michael has placed 1 of him towards the center and then 1 on his far right as well behind this bunker. So as far as deployment, I put my fleet troopers in rapid reinforcements. And then I have Luke Skywalker anchoring my left flank, kind of alone and unafraid here, but with plenty of options for me to take him different places. We have 2 units of rebels hiding out in these bushes. This unit of commandos has moved up near this token with the supply marker on it. Leia's up on the hill, and then we got a unit of rebel troopers and another unit of rebel troopers, with the last unit of commandos making their pre-game move all the way up behind that sandbag. So Michael, what do you have over on your side?
So I have 1 unit of stormtroopers, Veers, and 1 sniper team all the way on the left here. I have a unit of stormtroopers, a unit of depth troopers, and 1 unit of snipers more in the center. Then on the other flank, I have Krennic, 1 unit of depth troopers, and on the way all the way back, I have another unit of stormtroopers to grab this box.
Okay, with that, I think we're ready to go. So, Michael, as always, good luck to you.
Good game.
It's going to be a good one. Get to see what these Death Troopers can do in action. All right, we're here in turn 1. Michael, I'm the blue player, so I'll be over here. I picked my ally as the Force.
And I picked Annihilation Looms.
Ooh, starting off strong. Okay, so we're going to Krennic in his full glory with Annihilation Looms. So we'll go ahead and issue orders and come back after that. As the rebel player, I went ahead and ordered Luke Skywalker, so he gains a dodge token. And then he gave an order out to this commando unit there for them to gain dodge token as well. And then as you can see, everyone else gained 1 suppression thanks to the Death Star looming. So over on your side, Michael, I see you have used Entourage.
Yes. Of course, Krennic got an order. Entourage gave an order to this unit. Then my 1 unit is this one of Death Troopers, and another one, for the other one, I chose the sniper team to get more of the Special Force tokens out of my bag.
Okay, yeah, so pretty good activation control with that turn. Entourage certainly helps a lot. So with that, we are ready to go, and I think I am going to start by going to my stack. I've pulled a trooper unit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this unit on my far right. Just roll, see if that suppression comes off. It does not, so they're going to get 1 move activation here. And what they're going to do is they're going to move, so we'll do that real quick. So this is what it looks like after the move, up towards this objective, and they are done. So Michael, your turn, sir.
I will activate the sniper unit and shoot on the unit that you just moved. I can only see the leader.
Okay.
But that's okay.
All right, so that's going to be...
They will roll it to get rid of the suppression. They do not, but they have a courage of 2, so that doesn't matter right now.
Okay.
And they will aim and shoot at them.
Okay, excellent. Okay, right now they are in light cover and they have a suppression token, so that gives them heavy cover. You, of course, have Sharpshooter 1, so reduces it to light cover. Okay. With the crit, you're going to kill the 1 guy that you see.
Yeah. No need to reroll.
Nope. So we will take another suppression token and we're going to lose that leader. So what I should have done here is I should have had one of the rebel troopers touching the objective, but I didn't. That way, when I have to remove a rebel trooper to replace it with the leader, my leader could have been in contact with it. That would have been a smart play. But that's not what I did. So I take a second suppression token there, and I lose a trooper. As I'm going to go ahead and activate this Special Forces unit right here. So what they're going to do is they're going to move, then shoot. All right, so this commando leader has moved in base contact with the box, and everyone has gone to the left of the tree, so we can get a good look there at General Veers, and we're going to be shooting at him first. Veers is known for passing out aim tokens like they are candy, and I can't be having that. No aim here. He does have a steam leader, or not on him, right? He does not have steam leader. Okay, so this is just a straight shot. You would normally have cover 1 here. Check that real quick. See what we roll. We're going to get 3 hits. And the question we got to ask ourselves is, what cover does Michael get? I can see it clearly.
Yeah.
The answer is that it's going to be cover 1 because of the suppression token. With sharpshooter 1, I'll reduce that to no cover. And this is at pierce 1. So
That's 2 wounds.
Yep, good start. And just for completeness, let's see if they do remove that suppression token. They do. Again, it didn't matter. They were leadership 2, but that ends their activation. Veers takes a second suppression token, and he now has 2 wounds. So, Michael?
I will put from the back.
Okay.
And I got Veers. Okay.
We'll let you think about what you want to do there. First thing you have to do, of course, is see if you get rid of those 2 suppression.
And he gets rid of 1.
All right, so full actions here.
Okay. He will move and he will use his spotter ability.
Herr General does not like being shot at.
Just getting behind cover. Oh, it's range 1. It doesn't matter. He will give it to the stormtroopers and the sniper team.
Okay, that makes sense to me. For my part, I'm going to go ahead over to my stack, and I'm going to pull a trooper unit. And so the first thing we're going to do is see if we can't pull suppression. We're going to actually activate this unit over here. So do we pull suppression from them? We do not, so they're just going to have 1 action. I think we're going to be far enough that it's going to be safe to move out a little bit. I always get myself in trouble moving out cover, but we're doing it. It's my play style. Bring them closer to where the action's going to be at in 2 turns. So with that, they keep their suppression, and their activation is over. So back to you, sir. Michael has pulled a trooper token from the bag. He's using improvised orders to pull a second one for a second trooper.
Second trooper, so trooper it is.
They really want to go.
Okay, then I guess this stormtrooper unit, they will move and shoot.
Okay. Moving around General Veers. That DLT 19 4-inch range or 4 range.
Check for suppression.
Oh yeah, that's going to be important.
No.
Okay.
No shooting.
So did you want to move them back?
No, I already did it, so it's fine. No
That's
trouble.
okay. I can.
No. Yeah, it sucks because wasted the aim token.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if I can make you pay for it. So I'm going to go to my stack, and I pulled a leader, and that's kind of what I wanted because she's going to try to rally first of all. She will not, but then she gets to inspire 1. She will inspire 2 actually. Inspire off of here, and it's range 1 to 2. So the other one she will try to inspire off of at range 2. Will be not quite those guys over there. I don't want to. It's just going to be that unit right there that she's going to do that for. And then at that point, what she's going to do is she's going to give a couple of dodge tokens out. So that is at range 1. So at range 1, we got both these units right here. So these guys are going to take a dodge, and it's just the snipers that we're worried about. These guys are going to take a dodge. Okay, so that's going to be it for Princess Leia. Her second action, actually, is she's going to take a dodge herself and stay up on her hill. Okay.
Okay.
See if you have better luck with your draw this time.
There's only one special force and the rest are troop units, so yeah. Okay. So it's this nav unit.
Okay. Now that I'm all dodged up. Of course, you can't use dodge tokens against sniper units, unfortunately.
So this time, I won't forget to make the roll first. They do not remove it, but they don't care right now.
They actually like that.
And yeah, I think they will still move to get in real cover.
Okay.
Because next turn they may not have a suppression token.
They do have that aim token given them from Veers. That's works out nicely.
And they I guess they will shoot the rebel trooper unit in the open.
This one right here?
Or maybe, no, they will have cover.
Yep. I don't think I've given you any targets without cover. This one would not have cover because they don't have a suppression token.
Yeah,
and this gives cover 1.
No, they will have cover too. They will have light cover because most of the unit is behind the rock.
Yeah, but it's just light cover because they don't have a suppression token. It would go from light cover to no cover.
Okay, let's go for that.
Based off your sharpshooter, so okay. I inspired them so they could get full activation. This is the downside of inspiring your units is they can get shot more. So we got 1 crit so far and 2 hits since I don't have any cover and I can't use a dodge token. I need to make 2 saves here. I don't make either, so I take a suppression token and lose 2 guys. Okay, that was a little bit brutal, but we will recover as we go to our stack. We have pulled a trooper unit. It's going to be that trooper unit right there, Michael. See if we roll off our suppression. We do not, and what they're going to do is they're going to move backwards just to make sure I got enough combat power over on this side to secure my objectives. So get them out of line of sight for the time being. Rebels like to survive and be annoying late game. And that's going to end their activation. So we go back over to you.
Okay, let's see. I think I will activate Krennic. He will just march ahead. 1. And maybe get behind this.
Bold move by Krennic.
And I'm going for suppression. Nope.
Krennic is made nervous by the Death Star as well. All right, so going to my stack, we are going to pull another trooper unit. That trooper unit is going to be these troopers right there. So I'm going to see if I roll off their suppression. I do not. So I think your play so far is paying off. And what I'm going to do is, you still got plenty to shoot there. So what I'm going to do is take a dodge token on them. And they are going to just kind of sit tight for right now. Dodge tokens all over the place, just like we like it.
Okay. If they climb up here, will this be a heavy terrain? Or
Nope. So it is. It doesn't slow them down, and since it's less than the height of the unit leader, they can move up there freely. It doesn't take a climb action.
Okay.
And of course, they get light cover while they're up there.
Then they will activate this unit.
Okay. Now, we didn't talk about beforehand, but what configuration is there?
They are now, right now, they're on the long range config.
That makes sense. Did you roll to see if their suppression comes off?
Not.
Also leadership 2, so it doesn't matter.
So it's not a big problem.
So they will keep their suppression.
which is not that bad right now because it also gives them cover.
Heavy cover, yeah.
And they are not in reach for anything, I guess, so they may take Overwatch action.
Okay.
That's what I would do. And that also gives them an aim token. Oh, we forgot one thing. They are disciplined, so they remove it anyway.
Because they had a face-up order token.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. With that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our stack. And we're going to pull a trooper unit. That's going to be my fleet trooper, so I'll think about where I want to bring them at. Rapid reinforcements have arrived with the Rebel fleet troopers. Now I did take the Rebel leader upgrade on them for his Inspire, knowing that I'd be facing some Death Troopers, so I want to place him within my lines. Plus, I was fairly blocked out by those Death Troopers and those Stormtroopers back there. No good places to drop behind you. So, Michael.
I will activate a Stormtrooper unit. There's only 4 units left in the bag. So, I'll go with this one in front. Roll for the suppression. And they remove it.
You're much more effective at that than I have been.
Got to check if they would be able to shoot this round, but I guess they are too far away. Oh, maybe. Maybe this.
Oh, it looks like you would have that range right there with the DLT.
But I would also love to get them into cover. Yeah, maybe I can position them so only the DLT can shoot. So we'll get this guy behind cover. I will put the DLT in line of sight, and I will put the rest of them.
Now the danger of that is when I shoot back, I will only be able to see the DLT.
Yeah, maybe I should put a second one into line of sight.
Yeah.
So I have at least a choice to remove another one. Okay. And they will shoot.
Okay, so now it's going to go on my commandos with the DLT-19, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I do have heavy cover and a dodge token, so you're really looking for a crit here, I believe.
But it was 2 red.
At 2 red for the DLT, absolutely.
Okay. No.
2 hits. I'll go ahead and ignore those, cancel those, and take a suppression token. Taking a suppression token on the commandos, I'm going to go ahead and activate, go my draw, and I'm going to get my other unit of commandos there. What they're going to do is they're going to aim, and then they're going to shoot at your sniper team up there. So you do have heavy cover, which I'll reduce to light cover. Try to start picking off some snipers and dwindling down some activations. Okay,
wow,
so I might as well reroll this one to see if I can't get a second crit. I do not, so with Pierce 1, I will just take out one of those snipers. Job well done by that Rebel Mon Calamari sniper. We have taken out one of those as the terrain slides down a little bit. Okay, so you are left with a few options still to include some snow troopers.
Going for the last Stormtrooper unit.
Okay. They really have a clear move over here.
Yeah, they will.
Right now, no threat.
Move over to the objective and grab it. And yeah. Not grab it right now, but they will get in base contact to the objective, and I see they will move the suppression. No. They cannot grab it this round, so.
Alright. Let's activate Luke Skywalker. He's my last unit to go this turn. He will not remove his suppression either. That actually works well for Luke, and what he's going to do is a double move action. So he's going to move up here. And he's going to go ahead and move a second time to right there.
I don't like that.
And kind of straddle these cargo containers. Hello, Director Krennic. Now, these guys are range 2, right? They don't have the upgrade for...
They do.
They do?
They do have the E11 upgrade.
Well, yes, but the long range standby.
Oh yeah, they have, both units have that, yeah.
Okay, so then it becomes a question whether they have line of sight to Luke.
Yeah,
so
let's check that. But
it could be from...
I don't think so, no. They cannot see him.
Okay, super. That was unintentional by me, but I'll take it behind that hill. So then that goes to you. We got some Death Troopers, and then we got your Snow Troopers off board, right?
Yeah. So they could still take a move action even if they don't have line of sight, am I correct?
No, for standby to trigger, you do need line of sight to the mini.
Then it's the Snow Troopers.
Alright, we'll let you figure out where you want to put them in at. Snow Troopers have landed back behind that hill over there. I'm out of activations, Michael.
Okay.
So now we get to see these Death Troopers in action.
I don't like that you have the dodge token on Luke.
Yeah, those awfully expensive Death Troopers would hate to have something deflected back at them.
I will check for this. Oh no, they removed one suppression.
They are disciplined.
Yeah, and I will risk it and try to get a shot on Luke.
Okay. So, we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
So what kind of weapon are we using here?
One guy uses the DLT, of course.
Of course.
And the other 4 guys, they will use the blaster pistol, so they get 2 white dice.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they don't have an aim token, but I'm going for the risk this time. Okay, we have a few hits.
We do. A few being 6, yes. All right, I do have a suppression token, so I'm going to block 1 with cover, which means I got to roll 5 dice here. I will use my dodge token to cancel a second hit, Michael, making it 4 dice instead. And now I surge to defense, and that would also do a wound to you. As it is, I don't make any of those, so I'm going to take 2 wounds and a suppression token. Nothing coming back at you. Okay, with that, I think Luke is well positioned for me. I definitely would like to take out Director Orson Krennic, or put some pressure over here on these snows. That is the end of turn 1. Luke did take 2 wounds, so that's pretty good, but at this point we get to remove 1 suppression token from everybody on the board, along with any other tokens like aim and dodge. Those snow troopers over on your side are definitely going to be a threat to me and my very precious Rebel Commandos. If you've watched the channel before, you know I do a lot of work with my Rebel Commandos. I like them very much. Otherwise, it looks like the objective in the middle is up for anybody right now, and it's been a good game so far. So we'll be back for turn 2 next.
On my command.
Turn 2 is always pretty pivotal, so trying to take advantage of that. I've played Son of Skywalker. You have played Unschloppischer Elgeis.
Okay.
That's a pretty complicated one. It's where Director Krennic, of course, gets an order, and he will also beat me because of his cunning ability.
Of course, I played this one because I definitely wanted the initiative this round.
Uh-huh.
It's voracious ambition in English.
Okay.
My pronunciation is
Very good. No.
Probably as bad as your German.
Yeah, it's much better than my German.
Okay, so because of his ability, if you have a draw, if you have the same amount of pips, he will go first.
Yes.
So with this card, I could guarantee to go first. The only one who can beat it is Han, which you don't have with you.
I do not. The Emperor also has a trick where he could force you to pick somebody else, but you would still have priority. Okay, and with this, you have to put a number of 3 tokens.
3 random tokens, yeah.
Aside as well. So we're going to go ahead and do orders and then come back. Of course, we'll be ordering Luke Skywalker. Okay, Michael has used Krennic's card to give Krennic an order. Then he used Entourage to go ahead and put an order token on these Death Troopers there. I have placed one on Luke Skywalker. Now Michael has drawn 3 tokens at random over there. He knows what they are. I do not, so he can play those at any time during the turn. And as you have priority right now, Michael, where would you like to begin on the board?
I would like to activate the Death Troopers again.
Okay.
And this time they will aim and shoot.
Okay.
Now the question is if I do use the E11D to give you a suppression, but no, I don't think so.
Alright, Michael's getting his dice ready. I'll get my dice ready for Luke. He needs to survive this. He does have emergency stims, but I would not like to go on the stims quite yet if I can help it. This Krennic going first has really shown its power right now.
Oh, that's a really bad one, but
that is.
They can reroll 4 dice.
Okay, of course the 2 red have already hit.
Okay, we can remove this one.
Alright.
And we only got 1 more hit.
Oh, they're in trouble.
That
because,
was really bad.
Of course, I do have a suppression token, so I do have cover 1, so I get rid of that one right there. Luke's 3 dice. He needs blocks here. He has gotten 2 blocks and a non-block, so he's just taking 1 wound. Up to 3. This is good news for the rebellion. It is always a little hard to stomach when you make the right play and the dice just don't help you out there, and they did not help Michael out there as Luke has taken a 2nd suppression and of course now has 3 wounds. So I'm going to go ahead and activate Luke, and he's going to go ahead and roll away one of the 2 suppression, and then he is going to go ahead and make a move here, and that's going to be just outside of being able to hit them. So of course he's going to make his 2nd action a move into them, at which point they all come surround him. Now these guys are no slouches in close combat, of course. They throw red dice, so
but they also die fast.
Against Pierce especially, so let's see if we can't make that work. For Luke, using his father's lightsaber. Luke does have the ability to fight twice this round using Son of Skywalker, so I feel pretty good about my chances to really do some damage here. The first one we got 5 hits, Michael. Now, of course, your Death Troopers surge to defense, but it is Pierce 2. Okay, so you're going to lose 3 at that point because I get to cancel 2 of these. And that's going to leave you with 2 left, and then we're going to do it again using Son of Skywalker. Another good roll for 5. That will actually do it for the Death Troopers because it Pierce 2, they cannot survive that. That's the first activation off the board. Okay, as Luke cuddles in next to that supply crate right there with his 3 wounds and 1 suppression token, I feel pretty good. I'm definitely going to make Michael think here. He's putting a lot of pressure on the center objective over on this side. He has a full unit of stormtroopers, but we saw what Luke can do against a full unit of Death Troopers. We know what he can do against a full unit of stormtroopers as well. So Krennic really is the wild card here. He's not the best combat unit in the game.
He's more a supporter.
He is definitely a cheerleader.
Okay. I will use one of Krennic's secret tokens.
All right.
to activate the Stormtrooper unit in the back.
Okay.
And they will try to get revenge for their friends.
Okay.
Now, which version is better?
So they can move over the sandbags freely.
Or they can...
It's only barricades that would slow them down by 1.
Okay.
And then the sandbags only allow for cover 1 as opposed to cover 2.
In that case, I will try to move them to have line of sight to Luke. And they will shoot him.
Okay, so we're going to check line of sight and make sure everything's good there. Okay, checking line of sight. You do have a clear sight from your leader there, so I just get cover 1 because of the suppression token. So, try and do some damage on old Luke Skywalker. Everyone can see. So...
Are you sure? I would give him cover because he's...
Yeah, when I use the laser...
So you mean from middle to middle?
Middle to middle.
It doesn't go over the building.
Doesn't go over there.
Okay.
I never used a laser before coming to Germany. It's been a nice addition.
Okay, that's 3 hits.
All right.
1 is a crit.
I do have cover 1
Okay,
because of the suppression. And so 2 dice here. Make 1 to miss 1. So he takes a 4th wound, and that is his 2nd suppression token now. Importantly, these stormtroopers have not yet picked up that box, so got that going for us. And you have been distracted by Luke, I would say. So hopefully I can do something against those snow troopers. We're going to see what we pull right here first. We've pulled a trooper token, so I think we're going to activate these troopers right here. We're going to check some range first, though. We are going to activate these guys right here. What they're going to do is they're going to move up to about right there. Take some cover behind this tree. And they are now in range to shoot the stormtroopers, snow troopers that we can see peeking up over the hill there. So I'm going to make sure line of sight is good, and then we're going to roll some dice. So I can see a total of 4 of them. So you're not going to be in danger of losing your flame trooper there. As a full rebel squad. Still early in the game, so I can do that. So 4 black dice, 6 white dice with the Z6. You do have light cover at this point because of the hill. Not a great roll at all. As a matter of fact, that is pretty poor. So you'll block 1 for cover, and then the crit will go through. So 1 dice. You will not save it, and you'll take a suppression token, which is what I really wanted out of that action. All right, that's going to end the activation for that unit of rebel troopers. They have done their job. Snow troopers are now suppressed, at least for the time being.
Okay.
So Michael looked at the tokens he has in hand, thanks to Krennic's command order. Voracious ambition. Checking some measurements.
Yes, that looks good. Veers.
Okay.
I will activate Veers. I will use the token for him. Yeah. He will use spotter ability
Of course.
on himself
Okay.
and the stormtrooper unit.
Okay.
And he will shoot your fleet troopers.
Okay. So I think at this point they will have enough for heavy cover. Of course, you do have sharpshooter 1, but we'll check and make sure. Michael says that's a yes, definitely. I appreciate that. So a light cover, of course, you do surge to crit, and he is precise 1, so he gets to reroll all those dice if he comes blank. So far, you got 2 crits. That is a good start.
And we reroll the last one. And that's nothing.
It is, of course, at Pierce 1 as well. I have saved 1, but you will cancel that, so I will lose 2 fleet troopers and take a suppression token. Nicely done. So we've lost 2 and taken a suppression token as we go to our stack for another trooper unit. And that's going to be this trooper unit right here, who's going to come around the corner and see if I can't get range to those snow troopers. That's the plan. It was a good plan. We like the plan, but the plan doesn't work because I am just out of range 3 from those snow troopers. So instead they're going to take a dodge token for their second action. And Michael, that will go over to your turn then.
I will draw from the back. And I've got a special forces unit.
Let you consider your options there.
I still have improvised order for this rounds.
You do?
I think it's time to use it.
Okay.
I'll put a token on the card.
That's such a good card.
Yeah, it's the first time actually I used it today. And I got a troop unit, so I have my choices now. I will put this one back and activate a troop unit.
Okay.
I will activate the stone troop unit.
Okay.
And I will see how many of them have line of sight. And I guess they all have. So they will shoot the fleet troopers too.
All right.
They will aim and shoot. So they have 2 aim tokens when they shoot.
That gets a little rough. 2 aim tokens. It's the way you want to do it if you can as an Imperial. I do have heavy cover.
Yes.
And you have 4 hits to start, including 2 crits.
So I will reroll these 3.
Okay.
Maybe get a crit on the red one. Okay, this time
risk it again.
This time I will do it.
I think you do.
I think the red dice are good enough to fish for crits, and it's only a regular hit, but
The regular hit will do it. So I'll cancel 2 of them because of cover. That still leaves me with 3. That's not good news for my fleets. Rolling 1 save, so I take a second suppression and lose 2 more fleets. Fleet troopers getting absolutely hammered over there. Not good. I thought I put them in a pretty good position, but Michael is just putting shot after shot into them. But that is a special forces token for me, which is good news. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit of special forces over here. We're going to check line of sight and range and decide what to do. Okay, I do have range and line of sight onto those snow troopers. The only one that doesn't have line of sight is going to be that one right there. But I think it's worth staying in place just so I can take this aim token. And they're going to fire at the snows with 3 guys and a sniper rifle. 3 guys and a sniper rifle. You have heavy cover at this point, Michael, but I'll reduce it to light cover due to the sharpshooter 1 rule. That's going to be 4 black and 1 white. And we've gotten 3 hits so far. We're going to use that aim token to reroll 2 to make it 4 hits. Now you do get the block 1. And this is at Pierce 1 because of the sniper rifle.
yeah. And they save 2, so 1.
Cancel 1 of those. Yep. So lose 2 guys and take a second suppression token, importantly.
Yeah.
Okay, playing defense with these special forces over here. I'd like to play offense with them, but right now we're just trying to protect what we got from those nasty, nasty snow troopers. All right, Michael. Decision time for you.
Yes, I guess I will pull a token from the back. And a core unit.
Let you make some decisions there.
This unit of stormtroopers, they will take another shot at the commanders with the DLT only, like last round.
Okay.
And after that, they will move away.
Okay. No dodge or anything for the commandos, of course, but they still have cover 2 because of low profile.
Oh, okay.
Cancel, but they will take a suppression token.
And they will move in position just to grab the box next round.
Okay, and there's my suppression token on my commandos, so we're taking care of that as we go to my stack and pull another trooper unit. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this trooper unit back here, and what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and see if they can roll off this suppression. They cannot. And so with their one action, all they're going to do, Michael, is move in contact with this box and then move back here just to make sure they're a little bit out of line of sight and whatnot. That's going to end their activation. So I'll be back to you. We still got Krennic, we got some Death Troopers, 2 units of snipers still.
Okay, we have the snow troopers here. Let's see if I'm lucky to remove both of the suppressions.
Don't do it. Oh my goodness.
God, that's huge.
Oh my goodness, this is... I worked hard to put those suppression on them.
Here they go.
And here they go.
So the only choice I have right now is to suicide them into your units.
Yep.
And for that I would have to get into range 1.
I mean, they do have other choices, I will point out, but this is...
But they would... you're really focusing them down.
Yeah, this is the best choice.
Either they could eat some of your fire for one more round, or they could try to at least once do damage. And I think I like the aggressive approach.
Yeah. And that is not going to be any issue, as you can see, to go after my commandos.
Only 2 guys left, but they can still...
Yeah, 2 guys. One of them has a flamer.
Can still do a lot of damage with the flamer, yeah.
I do have 5 commanders over there, and no grenades on these guys.
Oh yeah, of course they have the frags. It's an ultra include. Unfortunately they didn't have an aim token, so...
3
only
hits.
3 hits, but they ignore cover.
Against my precious commandos as well. I will save 2 though. We'll take it. And now those guys have really been left out to dry. So we'll see if we can take advantage of that. As we go to our stack and we pull a Special Forces unit. That's these guys right over here. And they're going to go ahead and roll off their suppression. Nope, they're going to keep their suppression. And they're going to go ahead and check some range, but it's probably going to be an aim and fire at Veers. So these guys have decided to move away from the container here because they see General Veers. They do have Hunter, so they were able to move and pick up a name token once they decide to shoot at Veers. We're going to see if we can't do some damage. Some more damage on Veers, who is currently wounded, which allows me to activate the Hunter. Alright, so that's a full squad of commandos. So that's 5 black dice and a white dice for the sniper rifle. At Veers with an aim token. Veers currently rocking no cover due to my Sharpshooter 1 ability. So far we only got 2 hits, so we'll use that aim token to see if we can't boost that up a little bit.
Oh, it can't stay like that.
Nope, it'll go to 4 at Pierce 1.
That's bad.
That is very bad for the general. And your left flank if this should happen to go really bad.
Okay, he saves only 1 because of your Pierce.
Yep. He had 2 wounds before. He only has 5 total.
Yep.
So I think I've gotten the general. All right. Critical play there. As that really hurts.
That really hurts.
Michael's left.
I didn't play any of his command cards yet.
That really hurts too. We're going to be on improvised orders. Not improvised orders, standing orders here soon.
Yep. Okay. Another draw from the back. And we have special forces. Well, I will go with this sniper unit.
Still got quite a bit of combat power this turn. Rebels are not out of the woods yet.
I guess they will shoot the this rebel trooper unit.
Okay, they will be in the open because of your Sharpshooter 1. That's a good choice. Alright, first action is going to be aim, Michael says, so...
Okay.
So 1 is dead so far. Let's see if you can up that ante.
Nope.
No, so I'll just lose 1 and take a suppression. Okay, so we've taken a suppression token and we've lost 1 rebel trooper there, so Not a bad turn for you. As we go and pull a trooper unit for me, that is going to leave my fleets or these guys right back here. I think I'm going to start with these guys right back here. So what they're going to do is they're going to march steadily down the hill. And then check range. We'll be able to get your snow troopers. That is not an activation you want to leave on the board as a rebel player, and they are in the open right now, so we'll take advantage of that. So first action move, second action shooting the snow troopers. Full unit means 4 black and 6 white. See if I can do better with this roll than I did in my original roll. Yes, indeed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do not surge to hit, unfortunately, but good result from the rebels right there.
No, they are dead.
All right, continue to tick off activations off the Imperial side. Okay, the rebel right is really strong right now, as you can see, with the 2 objective markers there, as Michael thinks about what he wants to do. This objective in the middle, strongly contested by the Imperials. This is the wild card over here with Luke Skywalker, with 2 runes remaining. This has been a very good game. I feel good in some ways, not so good in other ways, so... One thing for sure, my commandos are doing some work.
Okay, I've got a plan for this round, for this activation.
Okay.
Of course, I know, but you didn't know, but this one is also a special force, so for the last 3 activations I exactly knew what I would get.
Nice.
So, already love this card from Krennic. So I will activate this Death Trooper unit.
Okay.
And the leader, he will make a move upwards. And he will get a shot in the backside of your units from here.
Oh, yeah, well done. Okay. These guys just move out of cover in order to take care of those stormtroopers. Now they are in danger of becoming the prey.
So,
Not sure who you're shooting at, but we'll talk about that. Is everyone shooting at the same target, or are you going to be splitting these up?
I will check it.
All right, we're going to check it and come back.
Wow.
Okay, this is very interesting as we look at this. So right now, with his Death Troopers up there, he's got line of sight to these fleets right here. He's got line of sight to this unit right here, and just to the Z6 right there. So there's really 3 targets he can be splitting fire amongst. Very complicated play here. And then they're going to be well positioned to provide overwatch for anyone who wants to come take that box. Michael, have you decided what you want to do yet?
I check some ranges. Okay. They will split fire.
Okay.
The DLT-19D will shoot at this unit, and the rest of them will shoot the E11D with the long range configuration at this unit.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So these guys are out of cover. These guys will have heavy cover. All right, where would you like to start?
I will start with the E11. That's bad. Only 1 hit.
Okay, so with cover, I will cancel that, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take a suppression token there.
Okay, and the other guys. That's 4 of them. And it's only 2 hits.
They are in the open though. And don't make either save, so I lose 2 rebels there and take a suppression token on them as well.
You get an extra suppression because the weapon is suppressive.
Of course. So that exhausts Michael's long-range config weapon there. He will have to ready if he wants to use that again. For my part, I took a second suppression token here, 2 suppression tokens here, and lost 2 guys from this unit. As we go to my stack, I'm going to pull a trooper unit, and that must be these guys over here. So I'll roll in dice, see if I get rid of any suppression. I get rid of 1. And then at the rally step, I can go ahead and remove a suppression from somebody. So I'm going to remove a suppression from these guys right here. Now these guys are leadership 2. And so with their leadership 2, what they're going to do is they're going to hop out of here. And then shoot up at your Death Troopers up there, Michael. Okay, hoping the Pierce can really punch through some of that Death Trooper armor. You do have light cover at this point being up there. I have 2 red with the scattergun and 2 white with the regular pistol. I've gotten 2 hits, so you will be able to cancel one of those. And then
so no need to roll any dice.
Yep, Pierce 1 and a suppression token. Not a bad outcome for the Fleet Troopers. They have managed to do something this game, and that something is take out one of those Death Troopers.
Okay.
So,
I will activate Krennic next.
okay, this is the question.
Going for the risky move. Also, he will get further away from Luke, which is not that bad.
No, that is always a good thing.
And he will get a shot at the Fleet Troopers.
Okay,
Yeah, it's easily range 2.
very nice. Get to see his pistol in action.
Yeah.
All right, Krennic gets 1 red, 1 black, 1 white. He has Sharpshooter 1, so my heavy cover becomes light cover. And he also has Pierce 1.
Wow.
With 2 crits. I will cancel this one with my light cover. Pierce 1, I need to make both these saves. And I do not. So Pierce 1 cancels that, and I lose my activation there with the Fleet Troopers. All right, Director Krennic getting it done in combat. That is not something you see often. As we go over here to what must be Princess Leia. And it is Princess Leia. So what Princess Leia is going to do, she's going to go ahead and first thing she does, she gets to inspire at range 2 after she activates. So she's going to take 1 token off of these guys. And we're going to leave the other token on. And then I am going to just move her down 1 level, I think. And then she's going to go ahead and use her special rule, which is take cover, to give these guys a dodge token. She's going to take a dodge token herself. And that's going to be it for Leia, who's just kind of holding the line together for the Rebel right now.
Maybe you should use these ones?
Yeah, let's use the dodge tokens instead. Thank you, Michael.
Not to get confused.
Yep.
Use. Okay, I have this sniper unit left.
Okay.
This lonely guy. He will roll for suppression. There's still 1 suppression left from last round. No, he does not remove it.
I would like to have taken care of him with these guys right there, but that was not made possible because of snow troopers in my face.
Yeah, at least they ate a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. I will shoot at this unit of rebel troopers.
Okay, this unit back here, they have a dodge token. That's not going to help them. They will have light cover, which you will make down to regular cover. No cover, so very well done. Okay. Well, we'll see if it's well done. You still got to execute here. No cover. Troops in the open.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Now, can you see more than one of them?
No, I can only see the leader.
All right, so 1 guy will die, and I'll take a suppression token. No sort of saves there. Of course, you cannot use a dodge token against sniper rifles with the hypervelocity rule. So I'm going to take the alien away and replace him with my unit leader. There is the suppression token Michael gave me, and I can keep my dodge token. So with that, Michael, I'm out of activations.
I'm also out of activations.
Okay, it's a very interesting, tight game right now. As we go into 2, we're going to clean up the board and come back with our card draw. After much consideration, I'm going to play Return of the Jedi.
And I'm deploy the garrison, I think?
Yes, deploy the garrison. Alright, so you will have priority, and you get to order 2 troopers, and I get to order Luke Skywalker. No one else is going to be in range, but I do gain a dodge token for Luke. I am sitting on coordinated bombardment, so I thought seriously about doing that, but this is really over here where I need to win or lose this game, I think, is with Luke Skywalker. So I want to be able to activate him early to get him out of any trouble he might be in. So you have used Entourage on the Death Troopers and then ordered here and back
right here. It's really lucky. The move I did last round also put him more in the center of my army. So Veers is dead, but he still is in range of all my troops. So
the very edge of range, but in range is what's important. So you do have priority, Michael. Where would you like to start?
I will start with this unit of stormtroopers.
Okay.
I think I have to use the ability of this card right now. Yeah, at the beginning of the activation phase, up to 2 troop units with open order tokens, they can do a free move.
A free standby action, yes?
Oh yeah, free standby. Yeah.
Okay. So who did you want to give these standby
Of
actions
course,
to?
I'll give it to the Death Troopers,
Of course.
which also gives them an in token because it's a standby action. And the other one will be this one, because the last one with the open activation token is the one I activate first, so
Yeah.
I would lose it.
That makes sense to me. Okay. But I think very effective play for those Death Troopers. So you're going to go ahead and activate these guys first.
Yes.
They're going to
They will aim and shoot at Luke.
all in on
Try
Luke
to do some
Skywalker.
damage.
All I gotta say is you better hope they kill him, because if they don't, he's coming for you. Oh,
Wow, that's
it's the second round in a row where they have flubbed their dice roll.
Only 2 hits. Oh, that's bad.
He does have, of course, cover 1 because he does have a suppression token, and he will use his. He has 4 wounds right now. You know what? He is going to risk it in order to keep his token and make the block. Takes a second suppression.
Oh, wait, I cannot shoot him if you are in close combat.
That's correct. If he could actually make it to close combat, you couldn't shoot him.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be able to make it to close combat at this point. I mean, I could do some things, but you have kind of locked down a portion of the board with the Death Troopers until they use their standby at least. You know, theoretically, I could probably move Luke right here, force push this unit back towards me. You know, maybe I do that, because I would stay out of line of sight from those Death Troopers. No, we're gonna hold Luke there for right now, and we're gonna go to our stack, and we're gonna pull a trooper unit. So let me think about which trooper unit I want to activate. Okay, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and activate this unit up here. And what they're going to do, Michael, is they're just going to make a move up to range 3 for here. Staying out of line of sight from your Death Troopers, presumably. And out of standby range for those stormtroopers, and what we're going to do is we are going to shoot at your stormtroopers with those guys right there. Okay, with that unit, they still have quite a bit of stuff, and quite a bit of stuff means 3 regular troopers and the Z6. Stormtroopers have light cover at this point. Let's put a suppression token on. Oh, and then some, because we got a total of 4 hits. You, of course, will ignore 1. Pretty good shooting there. Oh, yeah. So we continue the march on the right.
Lose their Overwatch.
Yeah, absolutely. We shot the Overwatch off of them. We're done with the activation here from very effective Rebel Trooper unit. Taking out 3 of those Stormtroopers and putting a suppression token on them.
That was an effective move.
Now you still have Compel, which is range 1 to 2 though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But it only gives them a move, so it's not that important for them. Okay, it's Special Forces. So it's one of my sniper units. And I guess either one of them will shoot your rebel troopers in the open. Let's take this guy. Yep. That's what we'll do.
All right. Calculated risk on my part. I think it's going to be worth it. He's always good for 1 hit, it seems. Make it 2. Pierce 1. I need to save both of these. I saved neither of these, so I lose 2 guys to a very good sniper shot. All right, we're going to go ahead and place our suppression token there after we take our 2 guys away, and then we're going to go to our stack, and we have pulled a Special Forces token. Choices, choices, choices. So what I'm going to do with this unit over here, Michael, is I'm just going to reposition them a little bit so that they all have line of sight to your sniper unit back there.
Yes.
And then they're going to shoot at them. And since I'm still out of line of sight of those Death Troopers, Overwatch will not activate. They have light cover, which improves to cover 2 because of low profile, which I'll reduce to cover 1 because of sharpshooter 1. We have gotten 2 crits and 2 hits, so you will block 1 of these hits, but having to make 3 saves because of the Pierce 1. That's a tall order on the white dice. All right, take care of those guys. Okay, well, I'm doing well taking units off the board. Still got to get some objectives. Haven't picked up any crates so far, but we're going to.
Okay, I guess this unit of Stormtrooper will shoot at your rebel.
Let's see if you clear your suppression.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Check that out. Nope.
Nope. So
they will have to shoot without aiming.
Okay, but with a DLT 19, that's not such a bad proposition. I am in the open, but I also have a suppression token, so that means I got cover 1. And you've gotten 2 hits. I need to save this or lose it. Z6, I save it. Things are going my way. Okay, so that's a second suppression token for that unit right there as we go to my stack. We've pulled a trooper unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this unit over here, Michael, and what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and pick up that box. And for their second action, I think we're going to want to move them around this way a little bit. And the box, of course, has to stay in contact with the unit leader. All right, so they're all done.
I will draw from the back. It's a Special Forces. Okay, it's the sniper unit that you just killed, so I have to draw another one. And it's a core unit.
Okay, so
Only got this unit of Stormtroopers left.
yes, you do have improvised orders untapped again. If you're looking for something else.
No, it's on. It was on Veers, so it's gone.
Oh, So it's untapped but gone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's gone. Yeah, but it was really helpful. I guess. The first action will be to pick up the crate,
Okay.
and with the second action, I guess they will move a little bit into position. Of course, they got into the heavy terrain here in the water, so they have to slow down. I only have mega speed 1 movement, so that's where they are.
All right. So that's going to go back to the rebels. The rebels have pulled a trooper unit. And so it's going to be this trooper unit back here. So I'm going to activate, and we're going to figure out what I want to do with them real quick. So these rebel troopers have made a double move action. And I go here to guy back there by the special forces, who are always recruiting. And that will end their turn.
So this should be Krennic. Yeah. And he will move and try to get in contact with the center box.
He will be, yep, so if he does a double move.
Yes, that's what he will do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, should be more than enough.
Okay.
That's him.
Knew that was going to happen. That's not going to put us off our game as we pull Lea. So after Lea rallies, she will be able to take Inspire 1 off of them at range 2, so no worries there. And at this point, what she's going to do is she's going to go ahead and come down here. Let's make sure I'm beyond range 3 there, which I am. And for our second action, she's going to go ahead and play Take Cover on this unit right here and herself. So then they'll go back to you, Michael.
So right now I only have the Death Trooper unit left.
Yeah,
So
I've
they will have to activate. They lose their standby.
successfully managed to.
Played around, but also I hope you had to take some not perfect moves to stay out of range.
It was a little inconvenient, but nothing a little patience couldn't help me out with.
But what they can do is they will take a recover action
Okay,
to turn back their configuration,
sure.
and they will shoot, and they already have the aim token.
And they will be shooting at.
They will be shooting at all their weapons at the Rebel Trooper units. Oh, this one, yes.
Okay, sounds good. Wow. So, yeah, deploy the garrison. It didn't connect with me what that you could do with that free aim token. Even if they don't use that standby, they get to use that aim token.
Use that one, yeah.
Okay, nice. That is some nice synergy there on the Death Trooper's part. I like it. And for sides too, you're re-rolling a lot of dice. And these rebels are in the open. They do have a dodge token, but no. Oh, good shot.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't have any cover, so there's no reason to re-roll any of the
Yeah,
hits.
only need to reroll this one.
Yeah.
And it gets another hit because they search to hit.
I will of course use a dodge token. They are nimble, so they will get it back. But that is still 3, 5 going through to this 3-man unit. This could be trouble. And yes, they blanked out there. So there goes one of my activations. Well done on the Death Troopers side, and they have been doing well. There's where the brave rebel stood. Leia tried to save him with With that one dodge token, it did not do the job. All right, so we're going to go to our stack. I'm the only one left to activate, so these guys are dead. So it's going to be the Special Forces unit over here, and what they're going to do is they're going to move out, and then they're going to shoot. All right, Michael, these guys have jumped over the barricade. Their next action is going to be shoot your lone sniper back there and hope for a crit or 2 hits. No aim. It is really a long shot here in more ways than one. Michael likes my pun. A black and a white. I need a crit or 2 hits. I just got a hit, so I'll do a suppression token onto your lone sniper. Okay, they are pretty well positioned there, so I'm happy. And now over to Luke Skywalker. He will first try to clear some suppression. He will clear 1. And at this point, he is going to take a move action and a second move action in order to take care of some stormtroopers. So using this jump move, he jumps over a couple stormtroopers and ends up behind these sandbags here. We're ready to use Anakin's lightsaber to affect some damage. Really been rolling hot with Luke. I would like that to continue. Got some normal stormtroopers. 4. Yeah, Pierce 2. So it's not going to take care of the squad, but it is going to do some damage. It's going to do 2 as a nice roll by Michael. Very well done.
Could have used this earlier.
Okay, everyone else will just kind of squeeze around Luke at that point. And that's going to be the end of the turn for both of us. We'll clean up the board right now. No one controls this objective. We have stormtroopers controlling this objective, Director Krennic controlling that objective, Leia moving up towards this objective, and my rebel troopers back there with that one. But Michael's looking pretty light on troops on the ground, so we'll hope to continue to press our advantage from the rebel side. Oh, you know what? We haven't been playing with our round counters. We are now in round 4. Of course, this nice little device brought to us by Woodpecker Games, and our very own Max has made this for us. Okay, so I have picked Coordinated Bombardment finally.
And I have picked Push.
With
Of course, I'm using the Empire version of the card. I don't like Rebel artwork.
That is beautiful. I'm jealous. All right, see if it works better for you than Coordinated Bombardment. I have my doubts. Leia, of course, has ordered herself. We got Entourage for sure up there.
We got Krennic, and we have this small unit of stormtroopers.
Just within range 3 then.
Yes.
Very nice.
Easily.
Okay, so we will go ahead and start on the rebel side, figure out what I want to do. Michael, I'm going to start by activating Leia. Leia's going to do is move back this direction. I have already measured out to make sure I will be within range 4 of Director Krennic. Yeah, that's what she's going to do. And her second action, she's going to take an aim token. Make sure she gets a good shot here. So now with Coordinated Bombardment, she's going to choose Director Krennic, those Death Troopers, and then she can see 2 guys from the Stormtrooper unit down here. Okay, I think the Stormtrooper unit's probably the most critical, so I'm going to roll that one up first. She does have Sharpshooter too, so no cover for any of these. I'm going to go ahead and use that aim token. That's why we did this first for 2 hits against the Stormies. Okay, so we take out one of those and put a suppression token on them. Unfortunately, not able to take out the leader, which would have caused you to drop the box. But suppression nonetheless. No, these will go up to the Death Troopers. With 2 hits against them, and they get to surge on defense. But every loss here is critical. No losses here.
Make the defense rolls.
Take a suppression token, although discipline will get that off of them. And then against Krennic, 2 crits. Not that that matters. Now he does have. Well, he can't use his inspiring leader because it's 2 crits.
Yes. Your dice are really on fire right now for you.
They are.
Oh.
So he makes one, misses one, right?
Yeah.
That's going to activate Hunter on a couple of commando units. That's always good. And that's going to end the princess's turn. So we're going over to your side now.
Okay. The first thing I will do, I will activate this unit of stormtroopers.
Okay.
And they will try to maybe get rid of one of your activations.
Okay.
They will aim and shoot at this unit of rebel troopers.
No sort of cover there for them. Very nice. Got an aim token for you.
Good chance with the DLT. Okay, I'm using the aim token.
Yep, that's a good start.
And re-rolling this one. And we have 3 hits.
Yeah, I got 2 guys left in that unit. It's going to be dicey. Yeah, I lose all 3. You know my defense dice not working out as well as my offense dice, but that's okay. Alright, so those guys are gone, but we still got plenty of combat power left, and we pull a trooper unit. So I think what we're going to do, let's go with these troopers over here. Get them in range. You know what? I'm not going to be able to get them in range. So we're going to go with these troopers over here. Move them up and take some shots. These guys not exactly critical to me right now. I've just moved them up and now they have those stormtroopers in range. Those stormtroopers will have light cover due to the woods, but I got a Z6 and it tends to even things out. Michael just said spray and pray and he has it exactly right. It works. Sometimes it even works in real life. All right, so we got 1 black and 6 white against some light cover. And we got 3 hits. So you will block one of those. Need to make 2 saves. We make none, that will eliminate that stormtrooper unit. We're trading activations now. Since I'm currently ahead on activations, I am willing to make these trades. Michael's going to his bag.
Yep, hoping for a core trooper, and I have one.
Very nice.
I want to activate this unit of stormtroopers and try to punch Luke.
All right, they're gonna also aim then, or are they gonna dodge?
They will aim.
All right. Michael says he's going for the damage. He does have 3 black dice against the Jedi Knight.
Okay, re-rolling 1. And we have 3 hits.
Okay, Luke has 4 wounds on him right now. He's going to take 2 more, so he's going to put those on his stems, which means after his next activation, he's going to be dead. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Okay, that hurt a lot. So let's see what we get from our stack, and it is Luke Skywalker. So what Luke's going to do is he's going to aim and attack these stormtroopers, because if they survive, I'm in real trouble. Okay, the plan is to not let them survive. The aim token is our insurance right now. 6 black dice. We've gotten 4 hits. Use that aim token for 4 hits.
Yeah, no chance with the... Oh, you have Pierce 2, right?
Pierce 2,
okay.
So if you make all 4 saves here, that would be...
That needs epic luck. Wow.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no! Well done. We have taken Luke off the board. There's a lone stormtrooper sergeant back here in a box. That is a worst case scenario, what we did not want to happen, but it has happened. All right, Michael, your turn.
I will draw from the back, and this time I hope for the sniper. Yes, all going to plan. Okay. He will shoot at the rebel trooper unit in the open.
Okay.
Maybe trying to get another wave of 2 activations.
My whole plan has just been shot now, by the way.
That couldn't have gone better, yeah.
Yeah.
I would try to get rid of Luke from the beginning. He's the biggest threat. And let's see if I can get another unit.
So just 1. And a suppression token. Okay, that one just happens to be the Z6, and there's the suppression token you see there as we go to our stack. We have pulled a trooper unit, so that's going to be these guys back here. And I think what they're going to do, Michael, is They got to move up, so we're going to start moving them up. My rebel troopers have conducted a double move and they are now done. So that leaves you with quite a bit still. So you got the stormtroopers, the death troopers, and Krennic.
Yes. Need to check some line of sight.
Okay, we'll come back after you make some decisions.
They will automatically remove one of the suppressions.
Due to disciplined.
Discipline 1, yes. They will recover just to ready the long range configuration again. And they will shoot at this unit of commandos.
Okay.
They are completely in the open.
That's unfortunate for me. Alright. Okay.
1, 2, 3. 4 guys left. Still a lot of firepower.
Very punchy.
Yeah, I guess that's okay.
2,
Happy
4,
with that roll?
6, I should say. So let's not blank out on these defense dice. There's 4 guys left in this squad. Let's save some here. Ugh, just 1. So that's going to be that squad too. Things have really turned around here in this round. Okay, Michael just said probably the first time he killed a unit of my commando units. It might be the first time I've ever lost a unit of commando. So this is new territory for the rebel. This has just turned around so fast on me. As I have a special forces unit, it's going to be the special forces unit over here. Unbelievable. So I've moved my commandos back here, not quite far enough to get rid of the cover 2 that Michael has. I'll reduce it to cover 1 because of my sharpshooter. But I'm going to unload with my commandos into Krennic. They, of course, get a free aim token when they do so because of Hunter. So let's get some Krennic. All right, we're checking out Krennic's ability. He has the upgrade of Inspiring Esteemed Leader. So Michael can use that on the Stormtroopers below. All right, so 5 black, 1 white. With a name token. We have started out strong with 5 hits. I'll use the name token. Man, if I kill Krennic, that really throws this game into disarray. 6. Krennic already has a wound, and he only has 5. No, he has 6, doesn't he?
He has 6, yeah.
Well, we got 6 hits against him right now.
Okay, definitely using the Guardian 1 ability.
Okay.
Esteemed Leader on the Stormtroopers, so they will take 1 of the hits.
Okay.
And they roll a
I'm not using Pierce there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've played this round in the past. I get to allocate it after dice are rolled. So, Krennic 5 saves at Pierce 1.
Okay, he does.
So he takes 4 wounds.
Yep. So he survives it.
For now.
For now.
For now. Take a suppress. All right, Krennic alive on 1 wound. These guys are done. You have Stormtroopers left.
Yeah.
And you have Krennic left.
Okay. Just put it away. Need to check if the DLT guy can see one. Yeah, he can. Okay. Should only be the Stormtroopers left in the bag. I will roll if they get rid of the suppression. They do. That's nice. I guess they will aim and shoot at the commandos.
Okay.
The other option would be to shoot and then run away, but...
Okay, this foliage that's laying down there is going to give me the cover I need. So it will be heavy cover for them.
Yep.
This game's been incredible, Michael. This is...
It's really close right now.
high stakes.
Everything's still possible.
You said aim token, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, which I will need. Rerolling these two.
Oh, well done. So I will block 2 of them. It would normally be cover 1, but I of course have low profile. Make it cover 2, but you still punch 3 through. Perfect. Done. I don't save any of them.
Oh.
No. Okay, Michael, I've taken away 3 of my commandos there. You know, I'm looking at my stack and I'm looking at the board, and I think I don't have anything left. So that is on you then. And all you have left is Krennic, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you think about what you want to do with Krennic because it's a big decision here. Be bold or be Krennic?
Camera.
All right, camera is activated.
Okay.
We've made a decision. He does have a suppression token, so let's see if he...
Yeah, he does have 2.
2.
Does not get rid of any of them.
What is his leadership?
His leadership is only 2.
2.
Yeah.
So
he loses an activation.
he does.
Okay, so the thing is, I only have bad command cards left because you killed Veers so early.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the best option for me is to shoot with him instead of just running away.
Okay.
Because they will be faster than him.
All right.
So he will just shoot at the commandos.
Commandos with their suppression token go up to cover 2. You'll reduce it to cover 1 because of your sharpshooter 1 on Veers. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And Pierce 1. Surging to crit, we got 1 crit, and I will cancel this one. So I'm going to lose my sniper rifle. And take an air suppression. That's going to end round 4, so we're going to clean up the board. Right now, that objective remains unclaimed. Krennic has this one.
He has not claimed it yet.
Oh, he's not claimed it
No,
yet.
he does not.
Rebel troopers got that one. Stormtroopers have this one. This one is unclaimed with the hero of the game so far. You know, this last turn I really underestimated how much damage the Stormtroopers would do to me. And then the Death Troopers, who I knew were punchy at range 4, taking out that squad of 4. I did not see that coming, so that was my fault. But we play the game to learn. So we go to turn 5 next.
I know what I need to take.
All right, so as we move into turn 5, Michael, I'm going to play No Time for Sorrows.
And I will have to play standing orders.
Okay, we're at that point. Oh boy. All right, so we'll come back, show you where we're ordered up. Okay, so the rebels have ordered Lea and this unit right up here. And what I'm going to do is I get a speed 1 move with this guy. He's going to come this way right now. Using No Time for Sorrows. And then Lea is going to come up with her move. Michael, you've ordered...
I've ordered Krennic. If some wonder happens and he survives, then he will be able to get out of line of sight. And of course he gets Entourage on the Death Troopers.
Alright, we'll see if Lea can't take care of him. That's what we're banking on. Alright, Michael, I'm going to start by activating Princess Leia in what will become just a crucial shot here. For 2, I cannot quite be in the woods and still get the 2. So unfortunately, she's just going to be out here on her own, as per usual with me. And then she is going to shoot at Krennic with her 3 black dice. He's got 1 wound to give. Let's hope to get it. Okay, so Leia has 3 black dice. With Sharpshooter 2, you get no cover. She has Pierce 1. We've rolled 2 hits.
That means if, no chance for him.
Even if you used your esteemed leader, it would not help you because you're going to use the Pierce. It would just kill a Stormtrooper, so Krennic is now dead. Let's see if Leia can survive. Okay, Leia is done. You won't be able to nominate a commander until after the end of this round.
Okay. I guess what I will do is I will use my bag.
Okay. What are you hoping for? Well, you get special forces. That's not a bad draw.
That's actually what I wanted, because this sniper, he will shoot at your remaining rebel officer here
Okay.
and try to get rid of this unit.
Okay. Michael is shooting through some vegetation, but with
No.
Sharpshooter 1, I am just dead there. Alright, so it does get rid of that activation. Okay, rebels are going to go to their stack at this point. Actually, what they're going to do is they're going to activate this guy first. Yep, that's what they're going to do. They're going to roll. They're going to get rid of the suppression. We're going to check line of sight, but I think I can probably see a Death Trooper. If that's the case, we're going to shoot at said Death Trooper, then we're going to move. Can't see a Death Trooper, so what we're going to do is we're just going to move back to this objective. Right here. And we're going to take a dodge token. And that's going to be the end of his turn.
Okay. I will activate the Death Troopers.
Okay.
They will aim and shoot at Lea.
Okay.
They don't have the... Do they? No, they should not have the E11D ready, but they use the regular rifle.
Of course. That's still plenty of shots. Alright, this is the Delta model of the DLT-19, right? It's pretty good. It has that extra white die.
Yep, I really like this one. Still a lot of firepower.
Ooh.
Okay, but I'm able to reroll 4 dice, so I can reroll all the missed shots.
Do that again. Do that again.
Okay, that's 4 hits.
Yep, and they're all going through. Leia's going to make 2 saves. So it takes 2 wounds and a suppression token. That could have been worse. Could have been worse. Alright, Leia's taking her 2 wounds, her suppression token, and now I go to my stack. It's going to be a trooper unit, which is those guys over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move them back behind the hill. I did some measurements. They cannot really influence what's going on up here, and I want to keep that box. So that's what I'm going to do. Double move was the conservative play by the rebel, and it is now done. So we go to Michael. He has...
I only have 2 core units in my bag left.
Okay.
First I will use... it doesn't matter a lot, but I will use this stormtrooper unit. They will shoot Lea without aiming. The arm range 3. Yeah, we will roll the dice, and then after that they will do the second action.
Okay. Okay, Lea has a suppression token, which gives her cover 1.
So it's 3.
That's not nothing. Thank you.
Oh, no, it's 2. Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad. Cancel 1. Lea, being a rebel officer, has 6 wounds. And now she has 1 wound. 2 suppression tokens. Well done. Alright, Michael's second action.
With the second action, they will get behind this hill and they will try to get out of your line of sight completely. Whoop. Got some sliding bushes. Yeah, they just hide like cowards here.
Okay, I am out of activations. So I think that is going to leave...
That's gonna leave the lone hero stormtrooper. And he will move to the objective. Get out of line of sight.
Just going to say, Luke wins that battle without dying and takes that objective. This is a whole different game.
And he will pick it up
Okay.
to secure it.
Alright, turn 6, the final turn. Right now, Michael controls that objective and this objective. This is unclaimed right now, and of course my rebels back there have an objective. Also unclaimed is this one in the middle between Lea and some Death Troopers. So let's see what happens.
Move along. Move along.
I assume you still only have one card to play.
Surprise, surprise.
Standing orders versus covering fire.
Yep.
You know what? I can't order any units right now. You'll order more units than me.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay, but I do have priority, so that is something. Okay, nobody's happy here, folks. I do have priority, and so I'm going to go to my stack and have no idea what I'm going to do. First step is to pull Lea. Does Lea remove her suppression token? Let's see that first. She does. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to come back. Not a lot of good options here. I know it's going to hurt me on points, but I can't leave these guys unmolested to kill this guy right here. And so Leia's moving up to get in range, and then she is shooting at your Death Troopers.
Yeah, I think it's the best option. Best thing you can do.
And that way, if I do lose, at least I lose 2-2, not 2-1. And I'll lose 2-2 on points. So we'll see what happens. Okay, Princess, Sharpshooter 2, Pierce 1. At the Death Troopers, we got 1 crit, which is 1 dead Death Trooper.
That's it.
So at least we've reduced that incoming fire a little bit, and now you'll have to make a choice on who do you shoot. I know we say it a lot, but this is a really... Star Wars Legion is just such a good game.
Yeah. It's so close.
It is.
The whole game, back and forth.
All right, so where are you at, Michael? What are you going to do?
Okay. The thing is, I would have to move to get all guys into line of sight for you to for your guider.
Uh-huh.
So they will just aim and shoot at Leia.
Okay.
They are going for the points when...
Yep, that will do it. Michael is reconsidering his actions here.
Yeah, because there's one thing that I can do. I can still jump out with this unit of stormtroopers to shoot at Leia.
You can.
So my Death Troopers, they will try to shoot at your lonely rebel trooper over there.
Okay, my commando.
Your commando, yeah, of course. They won't aim because they need to move a little bit.
Okay, so I'll let you go ahead and move, and then we'll be back with the dice roll.
Really bad for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you do kill him, it secures the victory for you completely.
Yeah, it's still risky.
Yeah. Heavy cover.
But I have still a lot of dice. Okay. Heavy cover will remove 2 of them.
Yes.
You will have to make 1 save.
It's my lucky die.
Wow.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. He takes a suppression token. This does not mean I win by any means. Because it's going to maybe come down to points. I have pulled a trooper unit. There goes my troopers. All right, so my troopers are done. Oh boy. Michael, big pull here.
I'm throwing a special forces. Okay. Good try, I think.
Yeah. Just going to move around and...
Pull him as far as he can get, and... What? Next time we need to fix this with some tape, maybe. And... no, he doesn't. Hard to say if I see Leia's feet.
Oh, I think you got Lea.
Okay.
I'd be shocked if you didn't.
Okay, he will try
Okay.
take a shot at her.
Alright, the Imperial Scout Sniper can see Leia's head for sure, along with her feet. So, I mean, there's no doubt you got line of sight here.
Okay.
Question is, can you hit? No cover for me.
And no aim tokens for me this time. And that's 1 hit.
1 hit at Pierce 1. Okay. Okay, that brings Lea off the board. Well done. What's going to happen then is I go to my stack. I claim this objective. I move back here. at the end of the game, you have...
I could have, if you didn't move him right now, I could have jumped up here and tried to shoot him with...
Totally going to move him back behind there. So I will have 2 boxes. You will have 2 boxes. So we're going to do a quick calculation, but you are going to win based off points destroyed.
Yeah, pretty sure about that.
It's going to be your first win on the channel. Congratulations.
My first win against you, wow.
That was a great game, and we're going to come back and talk about it. And so nice. So much to talk about with the Death Troopers and everything else. So awesome. Welcome back to the War Corgi YouTube network, where we have just completed yet another game of Star Wars Legion, our favorite game of tabletop miniatures on the market right now. And what a game it was. Michael, congratulations. First one against me, first one on the channel.
Thank you very much. But it was extremely close.
Oh yeah.
It was exciting till the last activation. And it came to points. We both had two boxes, so couldn't be closer.
Yeah, and that's that's the time where the Death Troopers being high priced really pays off. In the game when you're doing points comparison. So let's start by talking about the Death Troopers. They did really well today, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one unit got killed really fast by Luke. He didn't stand a chance against his lightsaber. But the other one did a lot of work until the end of the game. Definitely using him again, and also Krennic's entourage ability helped a lot. Always having the control over them is really priceless.
You got 2 great things out of Krennic. Number 1 was his command cards, which I think were very effective. And the number 2, the entourage ability on the Death Troopers, which is really, really helpful. You didn't have to use his compel very much.
Yeah, but this maybe because of the concept of my army, the only unit that does make a lot of use of compel are the snow troopers. They weren't close to him, but also they didn't need it. Compel really helps if you want a unit go forward all the time, but it only gives you move actions, and my army was more a defensive army today. I wanted to stay back most of the time, secure the objectives, and then wait for the enemy to come to me.
Yeah, and I think that worked out well. There wasn't a whole lot of great choices. I think you taking away sabotage and moisture evaporators during turn 0, that was a good choice, because with capture the supplies, I really did have to move forward into that firing line, and I think it paid off. So Krennic's command cards, you play Annihilation Loons first turn. I think that really kind of messed with my tempo and what I was wanting to do that first turn. I think that's exactly why you played it, right?
That's why I played it, yeah. And the other thing is, if someone plays Veers, you think he always plays maximum firepower on turn 1, so it was a little surprise for you. But yeah, the early suppression slows you down, and my army can deal a lot better with it, because a lot of my units have a higher morale value, and the stormtroopers, they don't need to run and shoot. They can, with the range 4 DLTs, they can stay in cover and put some fire on the enemy from there. So having only one action for them is not that bad. Worked out really good.
Yeah, I probably misplayed with my first command card. I probably should have gone Coordinated Bombardment. Leia's really good 1-pip card. I got to play it later in the game and it helped out.
It worked out really well.
But what I was thinking with Luke there on my left flank, if he could, because you didn't have a whole lot of combat power over on that side of the board, if I could keep him alive, and part of that was playing Son of Skywalker, my ally as the Force, in order to put a dodge token on him to keep him alive longer. If he could have defeated the units that he had over there, and he defeated the Death Troopers, and he nearly defeated the Stormtroopers, that could have won me the game. That's why I went with that card in the first turn, give him that dodge token.
Well, I think statistically he should have killed the Stormtrooper units.
Oh, yeah.
And then the box would have been either to grab for Luke, or nobody would have claimed it, and I didn't have anything near it. So the game could have turned on this activation. Was a very important time there.
That to me was where my plan fell apart. And then after that, I played a little sloppy, as I do. If you watch the channel, I wasn't keeping my guys in good cover. And part of that was I was really surprised by the firepower of your Death Troopers at range 4, even though I had seen it before. It is really impressive.
That's disgusting, over range 4.
Yeah.
Also the Overwatch card, the upgrade for the standby action.
Deploy the garrison.
Yeah, giving them range 3 Overwatch is it's a lot. If you think of a whole circle, range 3, you have a big chunk of the board under control. And deploy the garrison, I think it was my favorite of the cards today. Could only use it on one unit of the Death Troopers because the other one was already wiped out at that point. But it really gives a threat to the enemy because you don't want to get close to them, and the possibility of them to shoot twice in the round. Because if you get to use them, the standby action before they activate, you can shoot again with them.
Yep.
And they get to keep the aim token anyway. Yeah, which also helped there.
Yeah, I did not see that coming either.
Yeah, but Voracious Ambition was also really great. Having the control, I had a lot of luck. I pulled a leader token, a special force token, and a core unit token. So I could activate whatever I wanted.
And you got to go first.
Yeah, and I got to go first. That's also a great ability from Krennic. If you know what enemy will play, and when Luke was coming towards me, I knew that he would use this one-pip card.
Son of Skywalker.
Yeah, definitely. He wanted to get the double attack, and I knew that. I saw that coming, and of course, Krennic does get the initiative if you have the same amount of pips, so that helped a lot there.
Yeah, the dice didn't really work out for you on that when you activate those Death Troopers, but it didn't hurt you either.
Yeah, I really rolled really bad in the beginning of the game, but also made a few gameplay mistakes. Always learning, still learning. We're far away from being perfect at this game. Also, we try new units every time. I always have to try out new strategies. Don't get as much as practice as I would like to. But that's definitely a list I will play more. I will try to get good with that.
It's a good list. I like it a lot. So
also, what I wanted to say, we read all the comments on YouTube. I do at least, and a lot of people point out the mistakes we make, and I'm happy about it. Actually, it's really nice to have a video where you can see what mistakes you make, and I think losing helps you a lot more at getting better than winning. So it's the first time I win against Michael today, but
you've gotten a lot better.
I learned a lot from him, yeah. But what I wanted to say, sometimes I make not the optimal choice with the mission cards, for example, at the beginning of the game, like with the Long March last time with Palpatine. But I'm fine with that. I want to have challenging situations. I don't want to go the easy road, because if you play a really competitive game or a tournament, you have to be able to adapt to every situation. So having a challenging scenario is actually good for practice. So I'm really fine with that.
I think it makes for some really interesting games to broadcast on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And we do appreciate the feedback that we get, and we're more than happy to explain why we do the things that we do, and sometimes we don't really have a good explanation for it.
Sometimes we make bad mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are no pros at this game, not yet. But we're having a ton of fun with it. Yeah, my goal is not to win. My goal is to get better every time I play, to learn something, and yeah.
I think if you watch our games, you can definitely see your improvement. You definitely earned this victory today. You killed both of my commando units. Well, you killed one of my commando units, and the other one's down to the last man. That's never happened to me before, and I think it just goes to show you how much your play has improved. It's gotten very good. As for mine, I still got a lot of room for improvement as well, so we're going to continue this journey together along with Max and Simon when we get them on the channel, and All of us are having a super time with Legion. There's all kinds of exciting news about the game coming out.
Yep.
Between the tank and the speeder coming out next month, and then we got Sabine and Bosk.
Already pre-ordered all the stuff.
And apparently there's some sort of Clone Wars release coming out in Q3, which I'm excited about. So.
One more interesting thing about the rapid reinforcements.
Yes.
The placement of your fleet troopers.
Yes.
Why didn't you go for the offensive placement behind my battle line?
Well, I did some measurements, and I didn't love where I would have to put them. What I would have liked to have done was put them around behind the bunker, where Luke Skywalker eventually died.
Yeah.
In order to help Luke out there, but I couldn't get him on the table at the range 2 band. You had moved your stormtroopers up sufficiently enough that you blocked that out. And I didn't want to leave them exposed to the death troopers on the top of the hill over there as well. But I think in retrospect that probably would have been a better play to try to force them on over there in order to give Luke some help. Because if Luke survives that game, there was no one over there to help out your stormtroopers at the end.
Okay.
And I probably should have reinforced Luke over there. The other thing I was thinking about though is I took the rebel officer because I knew the death troopers had the suppressive weapons and Krennic and everything else for the Inspire 1, and he wasn't going to be able to do much inspiring over on that flank.
That's correct, yeah.
So that was the other thing I thought about is I keep him near my forces so I could use that Inspire 1, which was a huge benefit to me last game, but not so much this game.
But the officer also allows them much better for the to be on their own.
Yes.
Because they don't get. If they have one suppression, they don't have they aren't reduced to one action so fast. So I didn't do it with the snowtroopers, really putting them back behind you because they didn't have an officer today.
Yeah, that would have been a mistake.
Yeah, they also didn't do a lot. I think they are the one unit that didn't fit that much in my list because they were so aggressive and the rest is more laid back.
Mm-hmm.
But I like them a lot. I never built a list without my pet unit, and they can be really valuable if your enemy has certain things like the pathfinders in your deployment zone. You can flame them away in turn 1, or sometimes if you get them to place them good, they can with the recon intel which I gave them, they can run to the box in the center of the board on turn 1 with the extra movement.
Especially if the opponent has Gen, they can definitely help out.
So they are counter to some important strategies. So I always like to run them. Maybe I will try the list without snowtroopers, with one more unit of stormtroopers and some more upgrades.
Yeah, and we talked maybe a medical droid because bringing back
they would have
death troopers is really good.
Especially with the one stormtrooper unit that was always close to this death troopers.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get so much value out of the droid if you get to use it on the death troopers.
I tell you what, I really miss my Chewbacca today.
Yeah,
I really miss my Chewbacca. Okay, I think that's going to end it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. And please send us your comments. Let us know what we did right, what we did wrong, especially rules related. We're always interested to figure out what we're doing wrong. A lot of people watch these videos, Michael.
Yep.
And
it's
a
amazing.
lot of people...
I wouldn't have believed how many people watch these videos. Really thank you for watching. It really makes it much more fun for us.
Yeah, and we do like to correct mistakes when we make them, so if you could just note down in the comments where we're going wrong. A lot of new people coming into the game right now. It's only going to get bigger once we get Clone Wars released, so let's make sure we're putting out the right information. We need your help to do that. So again, appreciate you watching, and we're going to be back with more Star Wars Legion content for sure, so make sure you stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Bye.